But that's why I have dogs. 4 to be exact. All rescues. And the last one I rescued was a little Chihuahua. She was abandoned on the street. She walked over to me, looked at me with those big eyes and said, "Can you take me in? I'm homeless. I'm pregnant." Hey, I've made some mistakes. But she had 2 of the cutest puppies I've ever seen. But she has had a terrible time losing the baby weight. So I put her on a diet, but she is such a typical female. Every time I go to weigh her, she's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. Take this collar off." But she is so sweet. I'm not kidding. That baby is so sweet. Unless she's trying to sleep. And if you disturb her, she'll sling that cover off her head and give you a cussing. Sometimes in the middle of the night, if one of the other dogs get up to get a drink of water and their nails are clicking too loud on the hardwoods, those other 2 get a panicked look on their face. Careful. Don't poke the bear. And then I rescued a little terrier. I named him Jax because he looks just like Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction. He's like scruffy and wild-eyed and looks like just any moment he could snap. And the first time I took him to the vet, she walked in to give him shots. He looked at her, he cut his eyes back at me, and he said, "Tell that bitch to be cool." I said, "Be cool, honey bunny." And then there's Buddy. Someone called me and said that there was a 9-month-old Cocker Spaniel who needed a home because its owner had died. I know. And I did not want another dog, but I said, I can find a 9-month-old Cocker a home easy. So I went to get him. Turns out he wasn't a 9-month-old Cocker. He was a 9-year-old Cocker. And he had lived outside in a small pen for 8.5 years. I know. So I couldn't leave, so I knew he would be harder to adopt out. So what's one more? Now, when it storms, all the other dogs are huddled in the corner shaking. Not Buddy. Buddy lived through storms. Doesn't bother him. Trees could be falling around him. Wouldn't bother him. Wouldn't react. But if the microwave dings, he pees himself. And the one I've had the longest, rescued him when he was literally only days old. His mother had been hit and killed. I scooped him up, took him to the vet. The vet said he probably wouldn't make it, but I got up around the clock and I nursed him back to health, and he did make it. And my intention was once I got him healthy, was to find him a home. But once you breastfeed one, you can't give it away. But he is the greatest dog. He has a basset body with a German Shepherd head. And right after he gets groomed, he looks just like Donkey from Shrek. But he acts like an old man. He hates change. He's a creature of habit. One of the other dogs had to have eye surgery, and when she walked through that door with the cone on, he dove under the table and started making out his living will. If I, Trooper Mills, ever need to wear a cone, put me down.